To take this opportunity of inviting Dr. Neil Paterson, international head of the administration of Maharishi's global organization. He is heading Maharishi's advanced Vedic knowledge programs and courses worldwide. Dr. Paterson is Secretary General of Brahmananda Saraswati Foundation, taking care of the large-scale Vedic Pandits projects for world peace in India and Nepal. He has served the head of the Maharishi organization for North America for over 30 years under Maharishi's guidance. Dr. Neil Paterson.
Thank you, Amarjit. Yes, I wanted to just add my reflections on the greatness of Dr. Jeffrey Clements. I interacted quite a lot with him in the late 1970s and early 1980s when he was working very closely with Maharshi on bringing out the parallels between modern science, in particular physics, understanding of reality, and the understanding of reality in Maharshi Vedic science, the great Vedic wisdom of India. As we all know, Maharshi is the greatest embodiment of Vedic knowledge, and he was always working with scientists of the day to draw these parallels, and Jeffrey played a very important role in those days, particularly late 70s and early 80s, in assisting Maharshi and bringing together many scientists from different parts of the world and hosting them on Maharshi's behalf and having many just delightful discussions and very profound discussions about modern science and Vedic science. So he was a tremendous exponent of Maharshi Vedic science and integrated the knowledge of the modern understanding of consciousness and reality and the ancient understanding of the Vedas. I also had the great privilege of serving with Dr. Clements as appointed by Maharshi as Governor Generals of the Age of Enlightenment of his organization, Jeffrey for Europe and myself for North America. And it was very clear that Jeffrey had such a command of the knowledge of consciousness that made him a very natural administrator and great leader. His leadership qualities became very evident and was a great inspiration for thousands of teachers of transcendental meditation and meditators in England and throughout Europe during those years. And Maharshi was really very delighted with his leadership, and especially it brought Maharshi great delight to interact with Dr. Clements on so many occasions about modern science and Vedic science. And then I think, as everyone knows, Jeffrey founded the Natural Law Party in the United Kingdom in the 1990s, which was a very significant development in knowledge, where Maharshi inspired Dr. Clements to found the first natural law party in the world. And he was the first person on earth to represent natural law, the knowledge of consciousness, knowledge of natural law in the political forum by standing for Prime Minister in 1992. And so Jeffrey was a great leader in so many different ways. And this was a very important development because Maharshi wanted to bring into politics the knowledge of consciousness, that consciousness is primary. It is the prime mover of life. And for any government to be successful in administering society, it must administer in the field of consciousness. So the Natural Law Party, which was developed really by Dr. Clements together with Maharshi's inspiration, brought out how to apply the great technologies of consciousness that Maharshi brought to light from the Vedas into politics. So this was also a very great achievement of Dr. Clements. But more than all of this, what I most admired about Jeffrey was his great blissfulness and cheerfulness and passion for everything that he did. He was always cheerful, always blissful, always ready to have a joke or a little fun. And even in the midst of very highbrow discussions about science and physics and reality. He had a very blissful nature, and that was very infectious and a great inspiration to so many. So, Jeffrey, we want to thank you for all those years of your great leadership, your great wisdom, your great inspiration, and all the beautiful knowledge that you so beautifully expounded as a representative of His Holiness Maharshi Mahesh Yogi. So thank you, Jeffrey, and Godspeed. Jai Gurudev.